Correct address.
Happens a lot. It's a common point of confusion.
So our mission today is pretty straightforward. Let's break down the real difference between crypto coins and tokens. Understanding that should make it clear why Apertum, being a coin, well, it just doesn't have one.
Exactly. It's fundamental. Think of it maybe like actual US dollars versus a Starbucks gift card. Both have value, but they work very differently.
Okay, I like that. Dollars versus gift cards. So let's get into the core difference then. What makes a coin a coin?
So the absolute key difference is this. Does it have its own independent blockchain? Or is it built, on top of an existing one?
Got it. So coins have their own blockchain. They are the blockchain, in a
Yep.
way, the foundation.
Precisely. Bitcoin runs on the Bitcoin blockchain. Ethereum runs on the Ethereum blockchain. Simple enough, right?
Mhm.
And Apertum, the one our listener asked about, it runs on its own custom blockchain too. It's actually built as a special kind of chain called a subnet within the broader Avalanche network.
Ah, okay. A subnet, like its own dedicated lane on the Avalanche highway.
That's a great way to put it, a custom lane. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche itself, and Apertum in its subnet, they're all coins. They manage their own transactions on their own ledgers.
Okay, that makes sense. They're the native currency of their own digital nation, almost. So where do tokens fit in?
Tokens are the ones that don't have their own blockchain. They piggyback on top of an existing one, like Ethereum or Tron or others.
Piggyback. Okay. Like renters.
Huh? Yeah, kind of. Think of Shiba Inu. That's a really popular token, right? It lives on the Ethereum blockchain. Or USDT, the stablecoin. You find that on multiple blockchains like Ethereum and Tron. They're guests on those networks.
So you could even theoretically build tokens on Apertum's blockchain someday.
Absolutely. If the developers enabled it, you could have tokens running on the Apertum subnet using APTM coin perhaps for gas fees.
Interesting. Okay, so back to the listener's original problem. Apertum. Why no smart contract address if it's on this Avalanche subnet thing?
Right. So because Apertum is a coin native to its own blockchain, its own subnet, it simply doesn't need a smart contract address to function or be transferred.
It doesn't need one.
Nope. You interact with it directly. When you send or receive APTM, you're making a transaction right on the Apertum blockchain itself. Your wallet talks directly to that chain.
So no middleman contract. It's just direct interaction with Apertum's own ledger.
Exactly that. The rules for how APTM moves and how balances are kept, that's all built into the core code of the Apertum blockchain itself.
Okay, so that's why tokens are different. They do have smart contract addresses.
Precisely. Because tokens don't have their own blockchain to set the rules, they rely on a smart contract deployed on the host chain, like Ethereum.
Ah, so the smart contract is the set of rules for the token.
You got it. It defines everything. How the token can be sent, who owns what, maybe special functions. The contract tells the Ethereum blockchain, for example, how to handle this specific token that's living on it.
Okay, light bulb moment. Coins have the rules built into their own blockchain. Tokens have rules defined by a smart contract on someone else's blockchain.
That's the core distinction, yeah.
Brilliant. So, for our listener and anyone else using Apertum, what's the practical step? If there's no contract address, how do they, actually use APTM?
It's actually simpler in this case. You don't need to hunt for or copy any contract address. What you need to do is add the Apertum network or Apertum subnet itself to your crypto wallet, like MetaMask or whatever you use.
Add the network.
Yeah,
Okay.
wallets usually have a function to add custom networks.
Yeah.
Once you add the Apertum chain details, you can usually find these on Apertum's official site. Your wallet will be able to see the Apertum blockchain. And then your APTM balance tied to your wallet address on that specific chain will just show up.
So connect to the right network and bam, the coins are there. No contract pasting needed.
Exactly.
And if people want to see the Apertum blockchain doing its thing, see the transactions.
Yep, there's a tool for that. It's called a Block Explorer, or in this case, a Subnet Explorer. You can go check it out. The official one is at, let me grab the URL. It's subnets.avog.network subnets, and then the specific ID is 2YA3BEXG7 IBRUGC GJNL2KD2I1VJ.
Okay, we'll make sure that link is available so you can actually watch the Apertum chain live.
You can see all the blocks being created, transactions happening in real time. It's the public ledger.
Fantastic. So quick summary. Apertum Coin has its own blockchain, an Avalanche subnet. No smart contract address needed for basic transfers. Tokens live on other blockchains need smart contracts for rules that do have contract addresses.
That nails it.
And thinking about it, this distance must have bigger implications, right? Like how they operate or what they can do.
Oh, absolutely. Because Apertum controls its own chain, it can set its own rules for transaction fees and
Right.
potentially have faster or cheaper transactions tailored to its purpose, maybe upgrade its features more independently.
Compared to a token, which is kind of stuck with the fees and congestion and rules of whatever blockchain it lives on.
Exactly. A token on Ethereum, for instance, is subject to Ethereum's gas fees and network speed. A coin on its own chain has more autonomy.
Right. It really changes how you think about a project. Is it
Ah.
building its own foundation or is it building on rented land? That's a really useful distinction.
It is. It impacts everything from security considerations to potential scalability and governance.
Well, that definitely clarifies the Apertum situation and the whole coin versus token thing. So, your final thought for today. Next time you look at a crypto project, ask yourself, is this a coin or a token? Is it laying its own groundwork or building on someone else's? It might change how you see its potential. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.